Here we are again. It's June 2022. I'm in Jackson, Georgia. I've been here many times before, and I'm a fan of Stranger Things. For those who don't know, or if you haven't seen my other filming locations videos on Stranger Things, Jackson is the town that they use as Hawkins, Indiana. In honor of Stranger Things Season 4 that came out at the beginning of this month, and Part 2 is about to come out, today I'm going to be traveling all over the state of Georgia, and we are going to see all of the filming locations for Stranger Things Season 4. Everything that we've seen so far up to this point before Part 2 gets released. And there's a lot of places. They did do some filming here in Jackson. Only one scene was shot there. We're going to start out here. We're going to see everything else. I love Stranger Things. I love that throwback to the 80s. As you guys know, I also love doing filming locations, and it's extra fun because this is brand new. This just got released, and a lot of the locations aren't even listed online yet. That's when it's fun for me. So like I said, today we're all over Georgia, starting in Jackson. This is Stranger Things Season 4, the filming locations. It's going to be an amazing day, for sure. Stranger Things Season 4 just came out, as I said in the intro, and there's still a couple episodes to go. We're starting this filming locations video out for Season 4 right here in Jackson, Georgia. This is the town that they used in, well, the first 3 seasons. Jackson, Georgia was Hawkins, Indiana. Parts of Season 4 were filmed in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We won't be going that far. I'm only going to be doing the locations in Georgia. So, yeah. I'm noticing from the first few seasons, this was Melville, and that was where Joyce worked. And to down, there was a Radio Shack, and that Radio Shack has been tore down. In Season 4, the only shot that they filmed here in Jackson is right here. And this is actually their courthouse, but they say that it's the Hawkins Library. The interiors of this were filmed somewhere else, but you can see the 2 girls going right in through the doors here.
Okay, help me get this straight. Eddie's uncle, Wayne, thinks that Victor Creel escaped from Pennhurst Asylum and that he's the one running around Hawkins committing all these murders? Pretty much. But Victor committed the eyeball murders like way back in the 50s.
This was the only shot they filmed in Jackson, Georgia in Season 4. In years past, I've done several of these Stranger Things filming locations videos, and every year I hit this one spot, and I am talking about the school, Hawkins High School. And this right here in front of us where it says Hawkins High School, this is the gymnasium. This is where they filmed that basketball scene at the very beginning, in episode 1. All that was filmed right here inside of this building. In episode 1 of Season 4 of Stranger Things, everyone's getting ready to go back to school. Elle and Will, they're going to their new school, which was filmed over in New Mexico. And then the rest of the guys are getting ready to come back to Hawkins High School here. The shot opens with the camera up on that water tower, and then it slowly pans down as you can see the car coming towards us, and you can see it passing by this fence and that white building in the back. And then they had a bus stationed right here. as he's driving in, the camera, you know, follows the car and it pans around, and bam, you see opening morning at Hawkins High School. There's kids everywhere. They had a sign stationed right here. In fact, you can see the spots where the sign was put into the ground, the indentation in the ground here and here. It did say Hawkins High School up here across the top of the building. Ooh, and there's right here on the side of the building, it's painted Hawkins High School, Go Tigers. They tried to cover it up and somebody's taking it down. Look at that. Hawkins High, Go Tigers. That's cool. The bus that Max gets off of is pulled up like right here, and you can see this building, which is the cafeteria. We're gonna go back to it in a minute, and you can see that press box building back there behind him. And she gets off the bus and immediately gets stopped by her guidance counselor.
Where were you yesterday?
Then the shot cuts to up there in the gymnasium where they have the prep rally, and they introduce you to the basketball team and the new characters for this season. They were coming out of this door right here, although that's the gymnasium up there, so they would have filmed it up there, but they came out of these doors. You can see all three of them, Mike and Lucas and Gayton. They are walking this way and talking, and you can make out this awning over their head behind them.
I don't get the big deal. Just talk to Eddie. Get him to move Hellfire to another night.
Just talk to Eddie.
In fact, as they're standing there walking and talking, they pass right by this logo. You can see it on the wall as they're walking past it.
A semester of adventuring has led to this moment, and we need you.
Yeah, and the Tigers don't.
Inside it's still painted the same color and everything. That's pretty wild.
That's not the point. Please, arrive at the point.
If you look over here on the left wall, you can see the fire extinguisher housing that was behind Mike while they were standing there talking.
More years?
We are nerds and freaks.
Yeah, but maybe we don't have to be.
All of the interior scenes where Max was talking to her guidance counselor, and I know she passes the cheerleader in the hall at one point, all those were filmed inside of this building. They set up a payphone over there on that side that Dustin uses.
Just move your gate this one time. Come on.
After Lucas scores the winning basket, the camera then cuts out here where it's looking in this direction, and you can see all of this here.
That's you, baby. That's you. Yeah. Hey, Jake, you coming?
Mike and Dustin actually sit right here on this little brick wall.
I hate high school.
Later on that first day, the Hellfire Club is meeting for lunch, and Lucas is torn. Should he sit with the Hellfire Club or should he sit with the basketball players? And this building over here, this is the cafeteria where all of those scenes were shot. That's the cafeteria there. If you can see through the windows, you notice the pillars coming down. All of that's visible in the show.
As long as you're into band, or science, or parties.
I grabbed my long tripod so that I could hold it up and try to get a shot from indoors, from inside, so you could see the cafeteria.
want something, freak?
Our next location, they don't really use it much in season 4, and I was nearby it, so I figured, what the heck, go ahead and pull in and get it. If you watched any of Stranger Things, then you recognize the Hawkins National Laboratory. That's it right there. It's on the campus of Emory University here in the middle of Atlanta. And in season 4, for the most part, all you get is like a drone shot going in, and I have my drone and I'll launch it here in a minute and I'll try to get that shot. But this is Hawkins National Lab from Stranger Things. The shot that they use is a drone shot, and they fly in just like I'm doing here, and then it cuts and it's like they're dropping down. They're gonna go down into the hole, it looks like, but they don't. Obviously, this should look familiar to you if you are a Stranger Things fan, and I have been here a couple of times before doing previous episodes, filming locations for the past seasons. This was the arcade, and this was the family video store. Now, they didn't do anything in the arcade this time, at least yet. They still could in the last couple episodes, but I doubt it. So far in Stranger Things season 4, they did use the family video store here. They had the counter set up right here at the front, and it even says, they even left some of the family video . But they had the counter set up there, and Steve and all of them, they went digging through their computer and found the address to the boathouse.
Hey, Steve, did you guys see this? How many phones do you have? Someone was murdered.
You can clearly see this bank over here across the street, right behind them. Filming.
Hey, Steve.
I came here when they were filming the show. The day they were filming the show, I was here, and I filmed here right before they started filming. They set up the whole store, and it had VHS in there, and they had cardboard cutouts made and all that. They had it all set up. I was able to get a shot, and there's like a Freddy Krueger thing in there. I'll show you the clip. This is a clip I took 2 years ago when they were here filming Stranger Things season 4. Things are a little bit different. They have these hand washing stations out here. Across the street over there is camera rigs in that parking lot right there. So the guy in the security guard in that red car over there to the right says that they are about to film here this week. Now, I know Stranger Things is about to end. They're on season 4 now. There's the second half of the season, just a couple episodes left, and it will be done. And then season 5 is going to be the final season of Stranger Things. That's it. It'll be done after that. Maybe they'll come back here again and film for season 5. Who knows? Maybe they're done filming at these locations, the family video store and the arcade. So this is a spot that I filmed before for one of the other Stranger Things episodes, and I'm at Tiffany's Kitchen here. They filmed scenes in Stranger Things season 4 here. This was the clubhouse, the hideout for the basketball team. They used this in season 1. This is where 11, where she like came out of the woods, and 8 in season 1, and it's pretty cool they came back here again. I have now traveled over to a place called Boat Rock Recreational Area, and Stranger Things filmed here. This is the area that they call Skull Rock. in season 4. All of these woods right here near Boat Rock, this is all the woods that they're walking through.
I'm positive I checked the map.
You do realize that Skull Rock, it's like a super popular makeout spot?
Yeah, so?
Yeah, well, it wasn't popular until I made it popular.
There it is right there. That's Skull Rock. All the scenes where they were here. There is no water near here. They just spliced this area together next to the pond behind the Wheeler's home. But all those, they filmed all of those scenes right here where they were at Skull Rock. Pretty cool.
Can't admit it. You just can't admit that you're wrong, you little butthead.
I concur. You, Dustin Henderson, are a total butthead.
I have now made my way into Stone Mountain, Georgia, and I am at Stone Mountain Cemetery. They shot a few scenes for Stranger Things here in Stone Mountain Cemetery. There is an area they used as Billy's grave, and that's what I'm here to see. For starters, though, they filmed a shot where they had like a crane cam positioned right here. And you see Steve drive this way, and he kind of cuts back and goes down this little aisleway, and then the camera goes up and you can see some of the cemetery there behind him. There's one scene where they come, so Max can like talk to Billy, and Billy died at the end of season 3, and all those scenes were shot right up here. Billy's grave would have been right up here on top of the hill.
Hey. Max, wake up.
In the show, you see the car pull in about right here, like where my car is.
Steve, just give her some time.
I have, right, Sinclair?
Then at one point, Steve gets out of the car and starts walking up this way. And as he's walking, you can make out this plot right here that has the cinder blocks on the top, and you can see the holes in it.
Sinclair? I'm calling it. She wants to get a lawyer, she can.
You can see Max walking up towards this like plot right here, and you can clearly make out how these this concrete, that was supposed to be the outer edge of this plot, is like crooked here. You can clearly see those when the camera pans back around to Lucas. It's like right there. That's pretty much the angle right there, showing Lucas standing right here in front of me.
Our friend described it as a trance.
You can look in the shot behind Max, and you can actually see these two headstones right here. One's taller, the one closer to her is taller.
He and my mom started getting into fights.
So that means Billy, that means they put his headstone right here. In fact, there's an indentation in the grass here where they set his headstone, right there. The camera angle would have been like right in here as they show like Max and her eyes rolling and all that.
Max.
As Vechna is taking over her mind and her body floats up in the air, all that was shot right here in this spot. This is Dustin Henderson's house. in Stranger Things. They've been obviously put up private property signs everywhere to keep fans out from going up there. But and if you remember in last season, they had a lot to do with those hills back there in the background and all these power lines and stuff, where he built the little contraption to contact his girlfriend and all. But that's it. That's Dustin Henderson's house in Stranger Things right there. And then of course the Wheeler home, and obviously they're having a big problem with people. Look at the signs everywhere: private residence, no trespassing. So they're obviously having a big problem with crazy fans who come down here but then want to get in the yard and take pictures and do all that stuff, man. This is Nancy and Mike's home in Stranger Things right here. This is it. See the spire type trees there in the background, and that's it. That's the Wheeler home. This is the home that they used for Lucas and his sister. At one point, the basketball players come over here looking for Lucas.
I said get the door.
This is unbelievable.
Hey there. Is Lucas home?
Negative.
It's private property, so I can't get in there. But if you look right here, you can see the water. That's the lake there that they use in Stranger Things season 4, and so they're out on the boat out there in the water. That's where they shot all those scenes right there. I have now made it to Rome, Georgia, and this one is a good one. In Stranger Things, they learn that a serial killer named Victor Creel, he might hold the key to beating Vechna. So the two girls, they head out on an adventure to Pennhurst Asylum to talk to Victor Creel. And this is it. This is the building that they use as Pennhurst Asylum in Stranger Things season 4. The very first time we see this, the camera angle is like way down low, and it raises up as Nancy and them are coming around this curve here in the station wagon. Like right in here somewhere, they erected that wrought iron thing that said Pennhurst Asylum on it. That would have been right here. And then you see them drive down, and they hang right on the other side of this part of the building right here. The next shot, you see Nancy, they pull up the car right here at the end here, at the end of this curve. She's parked right there, and you can see this window in that shot.
I can't breathe in this thing, and I'm itchy. I'm itching all over.
It's not all about comfort.
The camera cuts like to a close-up of them walking, and then back to a shot, you know, watching them walk across this way.
Okay, we're academics who are evidently coming straight from an Easter brunch.
All of the scenes where they're talking to the guy who's in charge of the asylum, they filmed all of those scenes inside of these buildings.
I'm back in 30.
And then they don't show it, but they enter in through this arch right here.
If that's even possible. It's not only possible, it's inevitable, because shortly I'll be dead from strangulation.
Although they actually would have entered in the arch, they would have came through right here. The shot cuts, and then they're up here. You get that wide angle where you can see all this from down below, and then you see them walking out of, on this path right here, out of this last like arch there.
Time of day.
Can't they just escape?
They could.
They come out right here, and then the camera cuts to this way, and you can see the round fountain here, You can also see the rectangle fountain down there, and there's like all kind of people out here.
But the vast majority choose to be here. They like it here.
They exit out of this door right here.
Victor said the night of the attack, everything went on in the house.
And the camera's following them, and then again you can see that part of the building behind them as the camera is following them this way as they're talking.
And then when we asked him about the angel, he started to hum.
As the path curves, so you can see the door they came out of behind them and all these windows right here.
Hatch said that music can reach parts of the brain that words can't.
They get over in this way, and you can see the steps here and the arches there as the camera continues to, you know, stay ahead of them as they're walking around and talking.
Okay, I'm warning you right now, I have terrible coordination. Like, it took me 6 months longer to learn to walk.
And then they decide to run. Let's make a break for it. And they take off running through the grass right here next to this round fountain.
Oh, my base.
No, my God! Hey! You watch them run past the fountain this way as the guy's saying, "Cinderella, you lost your shoes."
Cinderella, you dropped your shoe. Your shoe.
And then they head off, going in between these two bushes, back towards the archway here. And then the camera is moving forward this way as the girls are running like towards me. Well, as you can see behind me, I'm at a trailer park in Griffin, Georgia. This is the trailer park they used for filming Stranger Things. All those scenes in the trailer park, they were filmed at a real trailer park. That wasn't staged. It's a real trailer park in Griffin. And this is it right here. Unfortunately though, the trailers that was Max and her mom and Eddie Munson and his father, those trailers don't exist. They were built in a real trailer park. They were sitting right here. Just so you know that this is the right place though, we can match up some of the shots. When Max walks out of her trailer, it would have been sitting about right in here, and she comes out to the front porch, and in that shot you can see this concrete here, and you can also see these two trailers across the way there. Eddie Munson's trailer, the trailer they set up for Eddie Munson's trailer, would have been like right here in this corner spot. This is what they used as the entrance to the place. So when Nancy and them are trying to get in and the cop stops to talk to them, that went down right here.
Got it.
They have one shot in the show where the camera is like rolling, and you can see that trailer there on the corner, as well as that row of mailboxes. The fence area would have been somewhere around here where they had it fenced in. Here's some fence posts. Because, you know, you can see them talking to the dog through the fence, and it's gone now too. But that also means that nerdy kid would have walked into like the woods right in there. If you look in that shot, you can see that tree that's covered up by foliage. You can see it to the left of him.
My nephew, he may look dangerous,
there's a shot from this angle where you can see all of the Hawkins kids sitting at the picnic table, like formulating their plan.
Saying that this thing that killed Fred and Chrissy, it's from the Upside Down.
There's one shot looking down the road this way where Nancy and the nerdy kid she's with they're like walking in my direction, and you can see all that there behind them.
What about that one with the flag?
Yeah, I tried them twice.
There is actually a behind the scenes set photo where you can see that trailer there with that like El Camino sitting out front, and they have it all covered in vines like it's part of the Upside Down. We haven't seen that yet in the show, so surely that's a spoiler. Surely that is going to be in one of these last 2 episodes that's about to come out. I have now made my way to Rome, Georgia, and a pretty big part of Stranger Things was shot here. This is what they used as the Creel house in Stranger Things.
Leaving us a small fortune.
That's it, man. That's the Creel house right there. That's, you know, the home. It was all broken up in the Upside Down, and Max started drawing out the pictures, and then Nancy figured it out and put all the pieces together.
Rabbits, squirrels, chickens, even dogs.
There's a shot of the home over here where you can see the moving truck in the driveway as they are pulling in their car right up behind it.
I have been back from the war, so.
They shot scenes out here in the yard where he was talking about the dead animals and stuff, and really it was just a little boy who had like telepathy powers, and he was killing them. Yeah, this is it. That's the spot where they filmed all those scenes right here. This house is actually kind of spooky looking, like a haunted house-esque type, you know, design. That's it, man. That's all of the locations for Stranger Things season 4 that we know so far, and part 2 is about to come out, so make sure you log on to Netflix and check it out. Depending on when you're seeing this, it may already be out. That's gonna do it for this one today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, go down, hit that subscribe button, then hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. If you're one of those interested in helping to support the channel, there's links in the description box below. You can check those out. Thank you all. I will see you again tomorrow. Please stay safe and stay healthy. Much love to you all.